What's up, everybody? Welcome to the Arrow After Show here at the Stream.tv. Lies, lies, lies! Everybody was lying in this episode. Holy moly! Let's dive into this. So, hi, I'm Adam Kruger, and to my left is the lovely Olivia De Bortoli.
Hello, Olivia. How are you?
Say hello. Right over here we have Carolina Bonetti, and Mr. Jack Hind, sir, over here. I will always say sir because why? I don't know why.
You knighted me now?
I told you I knighted you several weeks
Oh,
ago.
you did knight me several weeks
I
ago.
did.
That is
I
correct.
have the power to knight you, and I have done so.
Got it.
So he is Sir Jack Hind. It's just because he's British. That's the only reason why. He's a British knight. Could we talk about the show, please? Let's get into it. Dark plans, guys. Damien Darhk is a douche. I'm like really upset. It's okay. So first of all, placing Rouvet as mayor and talking about Phase 5. Let's discuss this. What is Phase 5? Does anyone have a clue what Phase 5 is?
Well, clearly it has something to do with Rouvet and her taking over the city in some way, having
They need power of city
somehow,
hall,
yeah,
they
having
said.
power over the city. What they're gonna do, I don't know, but it's probably not gonna be good. That's my opinion.
I was thinking that they're going to have some sort of mind control, and that Rouvet, being the mayor, would be able to project it to the whole city. You know what I mean? And then everyone has their attention focused on her, and she could deliver the mind control via like one very well-placed speech. I couldn't think of the word.
Jack?
That's interesting, taking it to mind control. I
wouldn't
that.
put
Well,
it
because
past
the
them.
corn,
I
they
didn't
still
say I would put it
haven't
past
answered
them.
what's going on with the corn. Don't forget about that.
Yeah.
They still haven't answered what's going on with that freaky deaky little metal box thing that we were all like, is he like a tech guy? And then we brought up the comics and how like he really had like these advanced technology powers.
And also how he kind of controlled that guy through the TV, how he killed him or whatever.
Yeah, but on the show it's
Definitely
short.
That's its own thing right there. Like, we got to discuss the fact that Damien Darhk remotely killed a dude, like just looking at him through a TV, a
Darth
video
Vader
conference.
style.
Yeah, he was just like, oh, by the way, it feels like I'm in your room right now. And then he's
then-
like, well, now that
Well,
guy's
he's
dead,
been there
let's move
before,
on.
didn't he? He said
Yeah.
he'd been there before, so I assume Damien Darhk can reimagine himself into places that he's been before, and then cause his powers from there.
But this is a new thing. This is a new development in this
Yeah.
dude's powers. Like, this guy's like he's becoming sort of omnipotent, and I'm not liking it.
But he's also coming to the point of where it's like nobody can stop him. If he can look at you and kill you, then what's the point in trying to fight the guy?
That's what I'm saying.
But we do know that he can't do it to Thea. Like if Thea were in
But
the other
can
room,
he now?
she wouldn't be. He can't because he
But
tried.
Yeah, I
It's a
still don't
Lotus
think he
thing.
can do it to
Well,
Thea.
but she was. Remember, they cured her with the Lotus. So
Oh,
I'm
shit. He
hasn't
I'm
tried
wondering
again.
if that's
That's a good
that's
point.
still
I
gonna.
forgot about that. Maybe it's still something that he can do. I don't know.
I mean,
Somebody just said something funny on the YouTube chat.
so all right.
Right.
Well, okay. So we've got him. Here's the thing. Like, when he was sitting there talking about tying up the loose end of Captain Lance, I'm like, okay, great. Now he's going to try to kill him, obviously.
Yes.
And he gets to the building, and the building starts exploding, and that's just, I mean, okay, yes, we know. Damien Darhk, you're trying to kill Captain Lance. And Laurel saves the day. I found Laurel was actually kind of, she's been
saving the day a lot.
She's
lately.
been quietly the
on
rock
it.
of the team lately, guys. I have to say, Laurel's been, she's brought it.
I
And do
agree.
you want to know when she's been most useful? When she's been Laurel Lance, not Black Canary.
I'm not going to necessarily debate that too much, but at the same time, she has been pretty good as the Black Canary.
No, but last episode she killed it with her canary scream. Like I wish that she had some like
She did one
you know
scream
CGI. It
in the
was
whole
fun. It was
hour.
working
The
great.
whole, like...
I'm
But
just
she
giving her
knocked
credit.
Everybody out in that one screen.
So okay, so Lance gets attacked, he gets scared, and then he breaks up with Mama Smoke. That was like kind of like not good. This is why I started off with lies, because he wouldn't tell her the truth. You know, later we'll get to the whole William situation and Oliver's lies. But I mean, in that moment, were you frustrated that he didn't just tell her, like right then and there, just like, look, this is what's going on?
I mean, I was just having deja vu. Like, of course he's gonna lie to her. All the men in this episode, in this show, seem to lie to the women. If he would have just told her from the beginning.
Whoa, what men? Why?
I can't.
that guy right there, is a liar.
Because he didn't lie to
Liar.
save everybody's life, did he? Like, I mean,
Let's
no.
let's get it. Let's do it. Are we talking Lance right now?
God.
No, I'm saying, well, if we are talking Lance, if he
Lance.
would have just told her like he did at the end, if he would have just told her from the beginning about Hive and Dark, she would have been understanding like she was. It would have saved all that drama. That's all I'm saying.
Jack has a look on his face. He wants to say something. I
I'm
think.
golden. Don't worry about me.
He doesn't want to say anything.
I don't think. I think what he did was right by not telling her.
Why?
Keep her in the dark first, real quick. Because what would hurt her more, Lance breaking up with her or Dark killing her?
But how is her knowing about Dark going to kill her?
Because not Lance. Dark doesn't know that Mama Smoke is Lance's husband. Lance's love interest. That's what I was saying.
Well, we don't know that he doesn't know that.
But,
He
okay,
could
so
know.
let's say that Dark doesn't know.
Okay. Well, if he doesn't know, then
The best idea for Lance he even said that Lance is now in Dark's crosshairs.
Mm-hmm.
So whoever is in Dark's crosshairs, who is connected to Lance, is going to get in trouble.
Yeah.
And the one person that Lance loves besides Felicity is...
Well, here, I'm going to take it back to Felicity. If you're going to say that Lance is somehow saving Mama Smoke by not telling her, he already knows about Mama Smoke because he's gone after Felicity, and that's her baby girl. She already knows who Hive is. He knows that she knows who Hive is. So why are you lying to her? I felt that it was a pointless lie because one, she already knows. Two, she's already in danger because if he really wanted to take out Felicity, he can take out Mama Smoke too, and all of it connects back to who he wants to hurt the most.
let's move on to we figure out where they're hiding, right? Basically, Felicity figures out where the call came from that brought Lance into the building that exploded and almost killed him, and then the team goes there. We have a picture of actually the three of them chilling out, ready to go and do some damage
There
in
they
this
are.
building.
Picture.
Ready to get their arse
Fine.
handed to
Thank
them.
you.
Yeah.
Thank you. Yeah, Diggle got his he got his butt handed to him. I'm gonna not use bad words.
Also, what was that superpower thing that he had all of a sudden with the...
At the end?
Yeah, at the end when he was like fighting, he went and the...
Some
Whatever, the
some like
hammer.
magnet thing, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's got like magic gadgets in his helmet now.
That's
am I
awesome.
echoing? That's not loud.
That's
What happened?
I just heard it in my ear. I
No,
said
not
something.
that. With Diggle.
So remember at the
Bothered
end,
about your
remember at the end when he meets up with the guy again with the sledgehammer?
Yeah.
And he goes to hit him and Diggle just puts his arm up and there's
And
like a force field that
it goes
stops the sledgehammer and it goes flying backward.
Yeah.
It was
Like
like...
very, it
I
was
must have
very
been taking a
X-Men
note down.
Magneto.
Yeah.
It was like,
Yeah, it was very Magneto.
very Magneto.
was
Black
very-
Magneto is back.
There he is.
So
I was just about to say, it's nice to see Diggle actually pulling his, to
Weight?
watch Diggle, pulling his weight.
Yeah.
Like, he's seriously kicking ass and taking names right now. So it's like, okay, Diggle, you're starting to become a valuable part of the team as well. Not just the voice
Starting.
of reason.
He's always
he's
been
always been the
valuable.
voice of reason. He's always been a good bodyguard kind of thing. But now it's like, you can trust Diggle to be on a one-on-one, to go take a guy out to go do his business. And so it's like, Diggle now is not just a bodyguard. He's like,
no, he's a full-on,
Yeah.
full-fledged team
serious
member.
stuff.
Yeah.
Like, Diggle's killing it right
100%.
now. He's just become more of a badass this part of the season.
Can I just say, like, physically, this episode was amazing. Look at all the
Yeah.
stunt sequences
Yeah.
that we
That
got.
was
That was
awesome.
awesome. I loved watching Thea. It was like episode Thea. She was
Yeah.
saving the day again and again between her detective work and then turning around and getting people out of bad situations. First with the laptop, and then at the end, go
Yeah,
Thea.
Thea's...
Still one of my favorite characters. I
Can we
love
give
her.
a quick shout out to James Bamford, director and stunt coordinator of the episode?
Always.
James Bamford is the
Always.
stunts for all of the arrows, but he actually got to direct this episode as well. So guys, be sure to go follow him on Twitter at James Bamford, Bamford.
Yeah, he killed it.
Yeah, he did. So can we talk about the demolition team? Because they ultimately find out that that's who it is, and we actually have a photo of like this crazy the girl with the nail gun, which I mean that kind of blew me away. We looked at each other at one point. I'm like, is she firing nails at them? Is she actually using a nail gun right now? I mean, who chooses that
Yeah.
as their weapon of choich? You know,
Because every time she hits someone, she goes, nailed it.
Good one. Yeah, that's an interesting...
that deserved a rim shot. You know.
Oh, that was a wrong choice of words,
No,
Oh.
come on, dude.
Anyways.
Don't go there.
I didn't say
Dude.
that.
Don't go there. So obviously they find out that that basically the plan is to take out Team Arrow, and this plan that they have in place is to kill Oliver.
Why do you think
want
they
him out.
wanted to take down the
City Hall or
where
the,
they
the
were having the
debate?
building they were having the debate?
I have an idea. I mean,
What's your idea?
my thing is that they wanted it to be some kind of, because they're doing all this insanity in the city, they're like, oh, it's another mayoral candidate just fell at the hands of
Yeah.
Hive or whatever's going on, and Ruve Adams is now clean, and they said it. She's a sympathetic, survivor as opposed to someone who actually did something. Bang, she's got control of City Hall, and I think that the whole thing is In my opinion, and I don't know if we're ever going to see this, you guys let us know what you think, but do you think maybe that they're trying to have her in control so that they can institute martial law and then do this whole thing with these cornfields where people have no choice but to, I don't know what they're for.
Maybe
but,
eat the corn?
Well, I don't know about eating the corn. I think they're growing something underground. They're going to do something to control the whole population. That's my opinion.
Yeah.
I don't know how it's going to play out or if it's even going to succeed because
And there's clearly a group. This isn't just Damien Darhk now. This is like
No, this is
the
a
whole
syndicate.
This is a syndicate.
It's a
That's a good word to
syndicate.
use. That's
Yeah.
a good word to use. But
Yeah.
yeah, it's a lot of people going in the wrong direction.
Yeah, so they're taking down these buildings with acid, which is
And they're from everywhere around the world.
All over the
which
world.
shows it's more globally as well, not just Star City.
the syndicate too. Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah,
Yes.
the syndicate
Yeah,
is
it's
global
very
now. Like you had the
shield.
guy in Spain that he killed in his rooms.
But do we think that Dark knows that Oliver is the Green Arrow? That's my question.
It felt that way. I mean, did you guys feel like it was playing out that way a bit this
What?
episode? I felt like he knew.
Why did they want to attack the debate when Ruve Adams was there?
Well,
Because
I
that
don't
could
know.
have gone horribly
But
wrong.
if she knew, then
Well,
maybe she could.
That's what I'm saying.
gone
Obviously, she
out
would have
easily,
known.
yeah.
So she would have known.
She would have
She would have
known. She would have known. So I assume she would have had an exit strategy. But still,
But maybe they were trying
you're
to
bringing a
yeah.
building down. Like, I personally wouldn't put my wife. I don't have one, by the way. But if I did, I wouldn't put my wife into a building that's possibly about to come down.
Yeah, but do
I'm
you
with you
think-
on that.
You have a wife.
I have a wife, and I would not risk that. Yeah, no, that's even if I was a maniacal, evil,
Psychopathic
sinister,
prick.
sociopathic, whatever.
No.
I still don't think
Yeah.
I would risk, throwing my wife into a building that's about to explode, or
And
crumble
that's where I
upon
think
itself.
she's where the badness of this all is.
You think she's
You
Ruve
think she is?
Adams is
I
the
don't think-
underlining character right now where she's going to blossom, Dark's going to go down, but then Ruve's going to be like...
You think so?
No, I think she's just a plot in his
Hey,
whole game.
we haven't had any like real lady villains just yet, so I wouldn't put it past them.
I'd
Like
love to see
serious lady villains.
Yeah.
It wouldn't surprise me if she was wearing the pants because
And she tells nobody that
he
she's
he
married.
remotely kills that guy after he's like, well, this is on your wife's political
On your
acumen.
wife's
He was
Yeah.
like, he's like,
Exactly.
dude, you can't talk to her that way.
You don't-
You're dead.
Dead.
You don't.
Done.
I mean, but don't forget about the limo scene between them. After the Green Arrow saved her and her daughter, like she wasn't having it.
She was the
Yeah.
one that
She was
said
not
he
having
has
it.
to
She was
die
the
now.
frightening one. So I agree with you
Yeah,
on that.
she could be.
It
Yeah.
wouldn't surprise me if she was like the big bad villain. But I don't think that that's going to put Damien to the side because Damien is crazy.
Damien's the power,
I think he's the gun and she's holding
the
it.
hand that's holding
She's
it.
the hand that she's firing
This is
that
very
gun.
House of Cards,
Someone
guys.
on the group on the chat said, "Do we think Ruve has any special powers like Damien?"
I don't think so.
Yeah,
think so.
lion.
She's just evil.
Yeah.
Guys, this is
Women don't need powers.
We already
Just
have
say
all
that.
of them.
No, they do have powers. It's
We
they
have
control.
all of
They
them.
control
I said
men.
women
They
don't
control.
need.
No, they.
Women
Oh, I
don't
thought you said
need
yes. She does not
any
need them.
more power.
Does not need them. All right, let's move on. Before we do, quick check out the Arrow Cave group on Facebook, guys. It just broke over 10,000 members today, or not today, but in recently. Yeah, 10,002. That picture's already old. Biggest group on Facebook discussing the show. And I mean, we've pulled photos and stuff and questions from them, and so they're really, really awesome. Lance, you rock, dude.
Hi, Lance.
Hey,
You're the
Lance.
best.
So definitely go check out that group on Facebook because everything Arrow related is there, and it's organized and it's awesome. Let's talk about flashbacks real quick because I know I was reading earlier some people were really upset with the flashbacks and they're over them and flashbacks are the bathroom breaks of the writers and they're saying all this stuff, but guys, I'm telling you, I think the flashbacks are important and we're learning stuff that's going to play into what's coming. So let's talk about how
Is nobody interested in what Lian Yu holds?
I am.
No one? How can you say flashbacks are pointless? Flashbacks are the furthest thing from pointless. One, they show us who Green Arrow is today and how he became the Green Arrow. The first season of flashbacks were the best flashbacks by far. In my opinion, these flashbacks have now become, if not my second favorite. I mean, Deathstroke was a wonderful flashback, but that just seemed like a whole separate story. Like
Yeah.
it wasn't so... Well, it was a whole separate story, but it wasn't so much a flashback. But these flashbacks are really parlaying into what's happening right now as well. And the fact that we still don't know what Lian Yu holds, like, come on. We're getting there. We're getting so close right now to what Lian Yu holds and what these powers are for and what the little rocks for and what the maps are for and why he got sent there by Argus in the first place. These are not my bathroom breaks. I'm telling you that right now.
But to play devil's advocate, right, to be fair to the flashbacks, I feel that the fans maybe just haven't connected as much with the characters in the flashbacks, aside from when Constantine came on, because that was huge. Everybody liked it, and now there's all this buildup with his tattoo, and people want to know, and they're getting frustrated. And I feel that they're not as emotionally invested in these mercenaries as they were in his storyline last year when he was learning so much.
I agree with that.
You don't have to be emotionally invested in the mercenaries, though.
But that's why people, I'm just saying, I think that's why people don't really care for the flashbacks, is because they aren't emotionally invested like they were last season.
Okay, I'll take
Right?
that point, and I'll say, okay, that makes sense. However, you know, I still think that Tiana is going to factor into Oliver either learning about, you know, or learning Russian or becoming tied to the Bratva or whatever it is. I think that's going to be a major thing there that's going to and eventually play out somewhere else. I know that the tattoo saved him. He's now part of this whole puzzle about the power that's on Lian Yu. And I think that it's going to be a very interesting thing. I mean, we see the people turn on him, and basically the guards just go away, and they're like, yeah, go ahead and kill Oliver. We don't care. And she stands up for him, which was cool. And then it all turns into this thing where it's like, okay, well, you now have to go kill Conklin. And he does, and it was a pretty good scene. My favorite thing from the flashback in general was, and this is something that I think Oliver has been battling with since Lian Yu, is when she looks at him and says, "You've killed before?" And he says, "Yes, and it made me a monster." And she said, "Good, because it takes a monster to fight a monster."
That was
awesome
That
line.
was an
Yes,
awesome line.
and
yeah.
so he's been
good.
fighting that ever since, and that's why I think the flashbacks are important. My thing, what do you guys think? Let us know. Write it down below. But we find out that Ryder's going to kill everyone on the island, and so they're running out of time. So I just wanted to touch on the flashback situation real quick. Be sure to join our group on Facebook. It's called The Arrow After Show, Arrowhead's Family, and Lance created that for us too, and it's awesome. We actually pulled some fan art from there for tonight. Is it from? It's from.
No, it's from Twitter.
It's from Twitter.
It's actually from Twitter.
Well,
yeah.
then I'm a liar. So
Next week we have something.
next week,
Yeah.
yes, we do have something from our group for next week. Yes, we will pull it for you next week because
Yes.
we have it and So, guys, we are live, so make sure to tweet in your questions using the hashtag #ArrowAfterShow, and you can also write anything you want on the YouTube live chat, anything you want theories you want, questions, or even if you're just like, hey, give us a shout out, because we do those too. Let's talk about William. Okay, this is where it's going to get kind of heated, and I know we're split on some things here. So the $1 million check comes out in the campaign, and Thea confronts Oliver about it, and of course he lies to her. This was frustrating for me because Thea's she knows what it is to be on like the shady side of things. I feel like he should have confessed to her right away. What do you guys think?
I mean, I think he should have told her. Excellent detective work, by the way, Thea. You always kill it. But she figured it out on her own. I mean, she of all people should be sympathetic. I mean, how should I say this? She didn't know who her father was. I mean, at one point she was throwing tantrums. She wasn't happy. I feel like when she was on his side about it, like being like, "Oh, it's okay. You shouldn't have told her." Like, Thea, you were in the same position as William was. Like, why are you like? Hi, I'm not explaining this right. But why are you so on Oliver's side?
Whoa, hold on.
You know what I mean?
No. I'm saying that Oliver may have confided in Thea because she's good at keeping secrets. I'm in agreement with not giving up the secret of William. That and I know that Jack's with me on this one. He doesn't think that William should come out. You're shaking your head because why?
Because I agree with you.
Oh, you okay? All right.
100%.
Yes.
Why on earth would you go and tell
No.
Felicity about William? Why? Why
Nobody
would you want to
needs to
even
know.
bring his name up? Why would you want to put him out there? I understand that Dark already knows, and that sucks, and obviously Dark already has him.
But they don't know.
The less that people know, the less that this kid can get hurt. We were talking about this earlier. I'm not a dad. You are a dad. No
Yes.
matter what happens, you avoid the name of that child coming up at any causes. Ask Rip Hunter from Legends of Tomorrow. He'll tell you.
Yeah.
If you guys watch that, you know what I'm talking about.
Well played, mister. Yeah, I'll say this, okay? As far as William's concerned, from my perspective, I'm looking at this and going, okay, Oliver and the mom are not together. She says don't tell. He's not even allowed to tell. William
That kid
doesn't
should
even
be
know.
in South Africa.
He doesn't even know that Oliver's his dad, and he shouldn't know because Oliver is a freaking vigilante who can get his son killed. Now, if I was in Oliver's shoes, for me, it's like, listen, man, nobody's gonna know about my kid. as a married person, your number one is your spouse. Okay, that's your number one, and then you take care of the kids as a partnership, right?
That's your number one.
That is your number.
partnership.
Yes, the partnership is the number one when you're married, and then the kid comes, and that kid becomes the partnership's number one priority. Now, if you're not a partnership, guys, this has turned into a marriage lesson. But if you're not a partnership, then the child is your number one. And the number one thing is keeping him safe. And so not divulging the secret, in my opinion, is justified. End of story. But go ahead.
ahead.
I don't mean end of topic.
No. I just want to say, like, my point touches on that. Like, I totally agree with what you're saying, except that because of the situation that I feel like this echo, because of the situation that he's in with his ex and Samantha being like, no, I think that moving forward, Felicity being his wife, he should have told her, because then his child would have been their number one priority. Because Felicity, no matter what, will always ride or die be Team Oliver. Forever.
I agree
so
with
if he
that.
says my kid is going to be number one, she would have been like, let's do this. How can your kid be number one? How can we protect him? I won't tell anyone I know. I won't tell
But
her.
he risks losing her, losing his kid.
How does
He
he
risks
risk
losing
losing
his
Only,
kid.
why would she tell Samantha? The
Guys.
only way he
First
could
of
do
all,
that is
and
she told
Samantha
Samantha.
has zero.
Yeah.
Samantha has kept his kid from him for 9 years. How are you going to tell him? How are you going to tell him, like, make rules for him in order to see his kid?
Because he almost said a horrible word just then. Because he slept with the young woman and then left her to go and do as she pleases.
But she
It's
is
not
also. It takes two to tango.
Okay, guys,
Thank you.
tell us what you think.
God.
What's your opinion on this whole situation? I do love the
The
heart
fact
to
that you
heart
guys
with.
would put your children at danger
I
so
would
easily.
not put my
is
child at
mind-boggling.
danger.
Yeah.
I'm saying.
No, nobody's saying to
It
put her in
would.
danger.
By
I'm saying that
bringing his
Felicity-
name up would put him in danger.
I'm saying that Felicity would never. She wouldn't say his name. She would if he told her. If my boyfriend was like, hey, I have a kid, like he told me, I would be really upset. But I would also be like, okay.
She's like, just in case you're watching, honey, I would be really pissed off. So
But-
don't tell me that.
But
stuff.
I'm saying, like, I would, that child would be number one as well. I know, like, I wouldn't be married to him, whatever, it's not my kid. He's still a child, he would still be number one. I would still do anything I can to protect him.
But-
and I wouldn't tell a soul
But
if he
it's
told
not
me
about
not to
that.
tell
It's
a soul.
about the knowledge coming up. You don't know who's listening into conversations. You're being spied on. Remember, this is not like in regular everyday life here. Like in regular everyday life, yes, you tell, obviously. But in the world of Oliver Queen, where you're the Green Arrow and you've got Damien Darhk trying to kill you and hurt you in any way possible, you do not bring up that name at all. Look at what happened, guys. At the end of the episode, Damien Darhk has William to bring him over to play with his daughter.
Yeah, but I
And
don't-
he's already got her. Who knows? The mother might already be dead. The mother might already be dead, guys.
But to be fair, in the lesson learned, Oliver, just knowing that he had a son, put him in danger. So telling Felicity wouldn't have changed anything.
Yeah.
Oliver just breathing in the same room as his son put him in this position, and the people that he loves can't even help him because they don't know about it.
That's a valid point, guys. Again, let us know what you think. Well, I do want to touch on one thing, which is when Lance says to him, "You're as sick as the secrets you keep, and you're looking pretty healthy these days." You could see that he's still questioning whether he should tell Felicity about William, and we know the truth. The truth's gonna come out. All right. Quick shout out to melcity.net. We love you guys. Steve Lamb, Bam Smack Pow. Thank you for writing all of our blogs. You're amazing, dude.
He's
and
awesome.
they're really good, so
Yeah,
you
they're
should
really
check
good.
them out. Okay.
Follow him on
remem-
Twitter at Slam of Steel.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Slam
there you
of
go.
Steel.
Good Twitter shout out there.
Well, that's where a lot of the
Yeah.
blogs are posted.
They're posted there, and also at the stream.tv, guys. So you can check out the website and go ahead and go there and consume our content because we love putting it out there for you. You like how I put that? Consume our content.
Yeah.
Let's talk about the campaign debate, guys. Curtis finds out the demolition team's plans to basically level the entire building, and we actually have a picture of Felicity telling Oliver and Thea, which I love this moment because she's like, "Hey guys, can you come here, please? I gotta tell you something really
And they
important."
walk 2 steps.
Yeah,
know.
like literally, she
Literally, they
could have
walk
just
2
said it.
steps.
Yeah, she could have
It wouldn't made a
just said it from
difference.
across the room. But
Mama Smoke looked fine this episode. Just
She
throwing
looks
that
fine
one out
every
there
episode.
right
Can we-
now
can
as
we-
you took that break. I don't
Can
know if we're getting there.
No. Can we throw up the photo? Because I pulled that
Did you
one
pull a
just.
photo
I
for
pulled it
me?
for you,
Thank you.
Jack. That one's for you.
There we go.
I like the white coat, but the
I know.
dress that she was
know.
wearing, the floral dress when she approached Lance.
I figured you'd like that one better.
Cracking, Mama Smoke. Charlotte Rock, she's still got it going, honey. Don't ever stop.
Never
It
stop.
better not be you in the grave. If it's you in the grave, I'm going to
It's
come
not
find
going to
you.
be her in the
It's
grave.
not. I don't think
I'm
it's
just
gonna
saying,
Lance
it better
now.
not be.
So my favorite moment, not favorite moment, but one of the good moments was when he was like, "Can you hack the fire alarm?" And then Thea just basically pulls she just pulls
That was
it.
so great. I
learned that
learned
in
that
high
trick
school.
in high school.
Yeah.
Yes.
Just pull the fire alarm.
Can you hack the fire?
Yeah, no reason.
I
to
feel
hack
like
it.
even Felicity was like,
Really?
what a
Fire
stupid
alarm.
question. Why don't you just pull the fire alarm?
Yeah.
So can we talk about the scene where they clear the building? I want to specifically focus on Diggle coming back. Well, we already talked about him with his little secret weapon, but Laurel and Thea. Speedy was all over the map tonight. She was figuring things out. She was disarming bombs. She was taking out people.
Yeah, she was on it.
Yeah.
And she was the manager. She was his campaign manager with no Alex
She's
around.
wearing every hat possible tonight.
That was
Thea.
weird about Alex too. Like his mom had surgery during the campaign, during the night of the campaign / when the building was going to come down.
Well, is that an Alex thing or is that the actor thing? Do we know if Alex is in
I don't
role
know.
for anything else at the moment? Is that why he wasn't in tonight's episode? Like,
Or-
not Alex. I don't know the actual actor's
You
name.
mean
but
the
that's
actual-
what
The
I'm-
actor?
actual actor
Behind it, was he-
himself? Is he
was he
doing?
busy?
Is he busy?
Or
is
is
doing
he
something
part
else?
of the whole plan?
Or is Alex actually part of the whole thing? Yeah, I agree with you on that aspect.
I wonder. He could be the eyes inside the campaign.
That's what I'm
Yeah.
saying. It's one or the other.
Originally, we thought he was possibly eyes for Malcolm, but maybe
Is
he's.
that what we? Oh yeah, to look
Oh,
after.
Remember,
Yeah.
remember
Yeah.
we thought that, but now I'm wondering maybe
he's eyes for
maybe
dark.
he's eyes for dark. Maybe he's dark eyes.
Dun dun dun.
I just coined it.
You're
Hashtag
no
dark eyes.
Cisco. You are no Cisco.
I am no Cisco.
You are
No.
no Cisco.
I never claimed to be. Never claimed to be. All right, so they clear the building, and then I love the dig that Oliver takes at Ruve right before the debate.
Oh.
Can we discuss
God, they're
this?
applauding
Because
so loud. The
Huh?
building might come down.
yes,
Hope not. That's what they said when they shook hands. They were like, "Wow, the crowd is so loud.
Oh.
Let's hope the building doesn't come down, or the building might."
no,
come
yeah,
down.
it almost brought
Let's
the
hope
building
not.
down.
It almost brought the building
Almost.
down. That was
Yeah.
That was his.
they
That was
brought
his
the
crack
building
at her.
down almost.
He's. I feel like Oliver's taunting them. Like he's taunting her. He knows, and I think he knows that she knows. Because I honestly,
Does she know?
guys, do you guys think that they know that Oliver is the Green Arrow? Because they said do not let Oliver Queen out alive. Do you think that's because they just wanted him dead so Ruve could be uncontested and become the mayor, or do you think they know that he's the Green Arrow?
It's a good point, actually, because why have they got William to prevent Oliver from going forward in the campaign?
Yes.
Or to prevent the Green
Arrow.
Arrow from actually being a vigilante?
This is
So
what
that's the question.
This is what I'm
Because
wondering.
Malcolm Merlyn knows, and he's working with Dark.
Malcolm knows both.
Yeah,
Yes,
exactly.
But has Malcolm told
Told
Dark?
exactly.
This is-
That's the
this is the
question.
question.
All he said is Oliver's weakness isn't, or who Oliver loves most,
Yeah.
his son. So I don't think Dark knows that Oliver's the Green Arrow yet.
So what? But hold on. My question is this: what is Malcolm's motivation for not telling Damien Darhk? He told him about William. Why wouldn't he tell him about the Green Arrow?
Because he's still, you know how you say like don't play all your cards yet. So he still hasn't played all
Oh,
his cards
smart.
and what he's got. So now he still now he still has Oliver in his back pocket a little bit. He's like, look, I told Dark you got a son. Don't ever tell Oliver that you did that, by the way, Malcolm. And then he's going to say, I can tell him.
Oliver will
you're
take
the
off
Green
his
Arrow.
other hand and then his head.
You're going to be.
Maybe he actually cares for William.
Who?
Just kidding.
Joe-
I'm
Did you
just
say?
kidding.
Are you
That
saying
was
Malcolm?
a joke, yes.
Okay,
it's
good.
Malcolm.
That better have been a joke.
He don't even
because
care about Thea no more.
That's yeah. It's so okay. We almost brought the house down. Oliver wins the debate, which made me happy because it was just another dig after the whole. You almost brought the house down, but we stopped you. Check out Oliver Queen and Felicity Smoke Group on Facebook, guys. They are awesome. They support us. They are probably not going to be happy in the coming weeks because
12,000 followers, though.
yeah, they do. They're a very big group. That's it looks like we said this last week, right? It looks like a real couple's page.
Yeah,
Their
yeah.
It's like
honeymoon.
engagement
Looks like they
pictures.
date.
Yeah,
Their
we did say
honeymoon
that.
page.
It's every time I see it, I can't help but think it. We also, before we move on, we have a photo of Oliver and Ruve coming out on stage, and it kind of yeah, there it is, and there's nothing to say about it.
It's a debate.
They're just
just
they're
a
just
debate that
coming
he
out.
wins.
They're debating. I pulled the photo. I wanted to throw it up there.
Yeah, I
'cause-
mean, you did a good job.
well, whatever. It's yeah.
It's like Bernie and
they're
Hillary
co-
all over
They're
again.
yeah, right. They're coming out to debate. Whatever. Okay,
See, I was
let's
thinking she was more of a Trump.
more of a Trump.
Oh
You
God,
find her
let's
as
not get
Trump?
into-
Let's not get
Let's
into
not.
No, it's not
No,
good.
we're not.
Politics.
This is not the
Especially
time nor the
Or
place.
the
place.
Let's talk about the engagement party, guys, because a lot of amazing things happened there, or should I say, terrific things.
You cheeky bastard.
I am.
You knew you were going to lay that line out there.
I did it. It just
That
came up. That just came up.
That rolled off the tongue, didn't
Yeah.
it?
Swear to God.
So easy.
Swear to God. But before the engagement party happens, I love the heart-to-heart between Mama Smoke and
Felicity.
Yeah, and Felicity, because Felicity is the one, and this, guys, I'm foreshadowing here. Felicity is the one telling her, hey, sometimes we lie to protect other people, and that needs to be forgiven.
Yeah.
She's gonna eat those words, guys, I think. What do you think?
I think she'll eat him.
Yeah. I don't know. I mean,
Jack's got a smirk.
I feel like,
Just a thought.
I mean, her engagement ring was off in the last scene. I mean, maybe she doesn't forgive him, you know?
What, for telling her about William?
Yeah,
not telling
about lying about William. But at the same time, he tells her next episode, apparently.
Is it a lie, or is it withholding the truth?
Withholding the
Because
truth is a
technically-
lie.
Okay. Now can I finish what I was
Thank
about to
you.
say, please? Thank you. Has Felicity ever said to Oliver, hey, Oliver, have you got a son? And Oliver said, no.
No.
Withholding the truth is the same thing as a lie, though.
No, it's not. Because lying to somebody, if you were to say to me, are you a girl? And I said yes, I'm lying to you. But if the conversation never comes up and we never have the conversation, the topic never comes about. So like I said, I understand. He's not lying to her.
But at this-
He's hiding things from her.
Which is
Which
which is a
is
lie by
just as
omission,
bad.
is what it's
Yeah.
technically called. And if you're about to marry someone and they're not telling you that they have a child, it's a pretty big piece of information that your fiance should know about. I'm
Thank you, Adam.
gonna go there and say that.
Finally.
So obviously, well, listen. I mean, they've given us levels.
They're not only talking about them getting married, like the safety of their child is more important than them getting married. And I feel like that's where
I agree with you.
that's where it gets blurred.
I agree with you, but I'm just saying they're really setting up two different dynamics here. Where with the marriage, you would want to tell someone this, but you also have to keep the kids safe, right? So so this happens. Fine. Let's move on to the engagement party where Lance apologizes to Donna because I thought that was super sweet,
loved
guys.
it.
I'm like, the song "Reunited" and it feels so good. Like that was playing through my head when they finally like made up and he apologized and told her the truth,
yeah.
and she's like, "And you were just trying to protect me."
See, it's just telling the truth is good.
It was oozing a little bit of cheddar. I'm not gonna lie, you know, but it was like I'm happy that they're back together.
Yeah.
It was a feel-good moment, and I really love that. Like, I was sad. I thought that was an amazing moment that Mama Smoke had with Felicity.
Yeah.
When she was talking about, baby, every time I see you with him, I feel like it just solidifies that it will never happen for me. And then she follows it through the end, and she gets her guy back. But that being said, not to rain on this happy parade, it made me very nervous that Captain Lance is going to be the one who dies. And that's who's in the grave, because he's going to die protecting Mama Smoke. Because as you saw, she's like, well, baby, we got to go in there and help them. And so they went in there to go help them, which is wonderful, but she's not an equipped crime fighter. So I think that Lance might die saving Mama Smoke, and that would be incredibly sad, and you love Mama Smoke.
Yeah.
You
Jack
would hate
loves
to see her sad and alone.
Well, death theories.
I don't see her dead, let alone sad and alone.
Dead is
I'd rather see her sad and alone because then I can go make her happy and not alone.
right.
Oh.
I'm
Yes.
just playing.
Got
But
it.
you're right. I don't think it would be Mama Smoke in the grave.
I don't
I
think
think
I
it
don't
might
think
be
it will be
Lance.
either.
What about Lance?
Saving her. Like
I'd rather Lance than Mama Smoke.
Guys,
I don't know.
I mean that in the nicest way possible.
think
But
it's
if
gonna-
I had to choose,
Or
I think it
Diggle.
might happen though. It's
gonna
kind
be
of sad.
It's gonna be Diggle.
it's 100% it's not going to be Diggle.
How do
will
you?
be.
I don't think you can kill the Trinity like that.
It's the first time 5-5 do this episode, so respect it. But yeah, I agree with you. I don't think.
So-
I don't think
So
at all
respect
it's
it.
going to be Diggle.
Well,
It can't be Diggle.
guys, time will tell. Let us know what you think. Let's talk real quick about the big elephant in the room when Curtis walks up with the box. We saw him in the lab earlier, and he was preparing a present for Felicity, and we knew.
Didn't I say a couple episodes ago that Mr. Terrific was going to save Felicity?
You
in
did.
the legs?
We talked about it.
We
did.
talked about
we
it, and that's
definitely
what he
talked
said.
about it, and he does, and he brings it up, and then of course I'm gonna let you say what
It's
Oliver
fine,
says.
you can say it.
No,
You can say.
it's all you.
You can
You were
say.
you were the most excited about it.
Well,
Yeah.
yeah, because we've been waiting for him to say Mr.
And he says
Terrific
it,
this
and he
whole
says
time.
it, he
And we
says
said they've
it.
been using so many adjectives. And Curtis, you're so terrific. And it was like, okay, there was a better way of putting it out there, but I'm glad it got put out there. End of story. So now hopefully we're going to see Echo a lot more in the Arrow and no longer just be a guest star and hopefully actually
Maybe
become
become
part of the
Mr.
team,
Terrific.
be
Yeah.
Felicity's
Felicity.
kind of co partner when it comes to being on the team.
Co-Overwatch?
Yeah, a bit of a...
Co-over.
To a
Co-Overwatch.
point, to
Yeah.
a point.
Like
Yeah.
I said, I'm like
is
he
that.
said, I'm no Cisco.
Oh no, I just meant for the nickname, not for.
Yeah, definitely
We
not
know
Cisco.
we know he's Mr. Terrific.
We know
so,
you're not Cisco.
So yes, we do. All right, guys. Quick shout out to Stanley's Kamikaze all year long. Amazing guests. If you didn't check out the one, they had the original Power Rangers on last night. So
Yes, they
that's
had
up
your
on this-
childhood on TV. They had your childhood here last night.
Right here.
They had your childhood
Yeah,
here.
it's up right now. So you guys
Devon
can
and
go
I
and
were
check
like
that
little
out.
women yesterday after the Flash after show. You don't even know. We were going insane.
Quick, it's Stevenson John. You want to
Oh,
throw
yeah.
the,
Oh, are
the
we
photo
doing
up?
his? Yes.
Yeah, let's just do
Let's
that.
do it.
before the break?
Let's do yeah, right
I thought
before
we were
the
doing it after the break. Sorry.
No, we're
Yes,
gonna do it right
yes.
before the break, and then
Yes,
I want you guys to send us your questions and stuff on YouTube and Twitter, and we're gonna check those out after the break. But first, let's throw that photo
Yeah,
up.
pull up that photo. Shout out to
He's so
Stevenson Johnson who did that.
Stevenson's John's
Johnson.
1.
There it is.
Stevenson John's 1.
There we go.
You've been an absolute lad with all your art, and how quickly you draw
He
these.
did that
by the way.
today.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
He'll tweet me and he'll be like, "Hey, I want to draw something for you tonight," and then an hour or so later, he's got these great little
That's so
figurines
cool.
drawn, and they're
It's so
absolutely
cute.
incredible.
Yeah, he sends me the best, and today I hit him up because they're always Flash, and I was like, "Hey, are you an Arrow fan? Could you do us an Arrow one?" And he's like, "Yeah." 2 hours later, boom.
There it is.
I
So
loved it.
talented
So
guy.
thank you.
Well
Yeah.
done,
Very talented.
guys. We're gonna take a quick break. We'll be right back with your YouTube questions and comments, as well as your Twitter questions and comments. So we'll be right back. Don't go anywhere.
Just in case you missed it live.
In case you missed it live. In case you missed it live.
Oh, you'd want to take the time travel the whole way back.
Oh my God.
We had a crazy vampire threesome, and you can't unsee that. That's burned into my brain now.
I was like, how did you get here? No. Look at me, I'm dancing.
You know why we saying yes. You know why we saying yes.
He was like, yeah, I'll tell you whatever you want.
He is quite something.
And we're like, inseparable.
She was shadier than Sunglass Hut with Ray-Bans on sale, ladies and gentlemen.
It wasn't. So
Come on.
You just went to a totally different direction on that.
When a billionaire goes broke, it means he's got like $4 million.
Hold the phone,
Hold on.
bro.
I found her to be deliciously out of control.
Oh man, looking forward to this fight.
Ooh, they about to get together. Watch, it's about to go down.
Somebody better take some pictures of this.
She just slapped the crap out of Nick.
And he's just
It's all good.
You can't count anything out.
Look at you.
It's been another awesome night at the Stream.tv,
always
guys.
awesome.
Thank you for joining us, you guys.
Yes.
We love you.
Welcome back, guys. Thanks for sticking with us. You are watching the Arrow After Show here at the Stream.tv. Tweet your questions all week long. Use the hashtag Arrow After Show. And very quickly, quick shout out to He-Man Owns You, because I saw you asking for a shout out, and I love the name because He-Man would own you.
He-Man.
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 Shout out to Beer. Hi, Beer. You've been asking for a shout out too. So.
Beer.
Oh, you got a beer. Well
I
done.
got a beer.
All right, now
and
Olivia.
Saunders.
And who?
Aaron
Saunders.
Saunders.
Aaron Saunders.
Good old Aaron Saunders.
Fantastic. We love you guys. Thanks for tuning in. Olivia's going to
have
talk to us
some-
about some tweets
Yeah,
right
I
now.
have some Twitter questions. So the first one is from Comics in Color. Do you think Damien Darhk / Rouvet have or will figure it out by next week that Oliver's in the Green Arrow? And that was what we were talking about a little bit.
We were just talking about that.
I mean, I don't know. I feel like they don't know, and that they will find out. I feel like what Jack said, it's kind of one of Malcolm Merlyn's,
His backhand.
Backhand.
But then Malcolm Merlyn could also be a double agent again. Could you imagine if he's doubling?
Does he have that left in him, though? I mean, I think he pretty
He
much...
definitely got a left hand.
He,
Is his
Yes.
left hand, right?
It is his
Yeah.
left hand.
It is,
His
yeah, it
left
is his
hand
left
as well.
hand.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it actually worked.
yeah,
Okay,
that
cool.
worked
I'm glad
out.
that worked.
But I'm just saying, I think he genuinely hates Oliver at this point. I think he's
Yeah.
genuinely out for blood. What's
Okay, so the next one is from Indigo 15 as your friend Brandon.
Brandon
right?
Moore, what's up, Brandon?
Do
Always
you
a
think
pleasure.
Oliver winning the debate would have been more effective if they shown part of it?
Oh.
Interesting.
Oh, that would have been nice to see. I mean,
Yeah, I
we
agree.
haven't actually seen him do too much mayoring aside
Yeah.
from
Yeah.
that one long threat at
I'm not
Malcolm.
interested in you being a mayor, Oliver. You're all good, brother. Don't worry about it. We get it. You're running for mayor. I'm glad that you're running for mayor, but I did not need to see that debate. I mean,
You know what?
No, but like a couple sentences. I don't want a whole debate, but like a couple would have been like nice to put him
I'd
in
like
his
to see-
elevator.
yeah, I'd like to
Kind
see
of like
him
how
as a
you
mayor.
never see Laurel be a lawyer.
I would
it
have liked to
nice
have seen
little glimpses.
a little showdown between the two of them. It would have been cool to see a
about
couple
what?
of barbs.
Star City's social issues? Right, we're down in the shitter. Economy's at an all-time low right now. And Star City's an absolute joke because all it is like, it's almost as bad as... Oh, I can't even
Say it.
start. No, I was going to say Earth 2 with Zoom and everything, but it's literally as bad as what Star City's like, if not worse. Like,
Yeah, Star
what are they
City.
going to debate about? All they can do is get... This place can't get any
More
worse.
along the
no.
lines of the stuff that we saw him say to her beforehand, which I guess was enough, but it would have been cool to kind of maybe
What do you
see
mean, the
like-
digs?
Yeah.
Oh, you wanted to see
I
more
wanted to
digs
see.
being...
I wanted
Yeah.
to see a little more
Yeah.
digs. Yeah, because it's fun.
That's what debates are, basically. Digs at
Yeah.
each other.
All right, we have time for one
Okay,
more?
last one. This one is just for me and Carolina, because it...
Carolina and I.
Whatever.
Okay.
Anyway, Emmy Kent. Oliver should have told Felicity she's protected William at all costs. She would have protected William at all costs. And after Merlyn and Thea, Felicity should know. And I agree.
You're
I
going to
agree.
have to repeat
She-
that. I'm sorry, I apologize. I didn't
She's
get all of
basically
it.
saying that Oliver should have told Felicity and that Felicity would have protected William at all costs. And I agree.
I agree.
Felicity would have protected him.
So
We
you only
agree.
chose that
With
question
you.
because
Because-
it agrees with what
That's
you
right.
and Carolina
Yes, and I'm
said.
in control of
Carolina.
Twitter, so I can. Thank you.
I said Carolina, didn't I? I
did.
apologize, honey. It's a state.
So that's all I
It's
have.
not
Wow. All right. So, Jack, why don't you tell us what's going on the YouTube live chat?
Because you didn't tell me to tell you what was going on in the YouTube live chat. No, I'm just kidding with you guys. I did actually have a couple questions. Oh, wow, a beer. Thank you very much for popping up this question real quick. You did ask this earlier. Do you think it was a ballsy move for Damien Darhk to take Oliver's son and that Malcolm living with and that Malcolm will now have bad consequences? So do we think it was a bad idea by Darhk to take Oliver's son? And do we think Malcolm is going to face consequences from Oliver or Darhk?
Guys,
Ooh.
I think from both.
For everyone.
Yeah, he
Everyone's
stirred
going
up
down for that.
The wrong pot.
here's...
And that's so true. Malcolm just got welcomed into Hive, didn't he?
Yeah, just...
As if he's like, yeah, come on in, Malcolm.
Yeah.
No worries, bro.
Well,
Part
hold
of the
on.
family."
Remember, Damien Darhk comes from the League of Assassins, so knowing that Malcolm was Ra's al Ghul,
I guess that's
think
fair.
there's a connection there, so we can...
He
we
knew
can,
about
Samantha
Hive.
Young, there's your shout out.
There you go.
Keep going. Give me a shout out, mister. Give me a shout
Mister.
out. Give me
Guys,
a shout out.
I want to say that maybe the person that Oliver's vowing to kill is Malcolm, and this whole thing that's unraveling right now, that's being set into motion with William and everything, and what's going to happen between Oliver and Felicity and whoever is going to end up being dead. He's going to go after Malcolm.
Why has Oliver just not gone to Thea like, hey, do you mind if I kill your dad?
I mean,
the
because
issue.
she's
Malcolm
going to mind.
is the...
It's her dad
When was the last
still.
time you saw Thea and Malcolm together? Besides
Like
when she
2
was in a
episodes
coma?
ago, when he was helping her, when she had the scar on her chest.
Okay, but
He
still.
was still helping her.
Guys, it came out
still
that
her dad.
Malcolm doesn't care about anybody but
guess.
himself. So that's a very good point
And-
that you bring
But
up.
Thea could
Second
still care
point,
about
could
Malcolm
you imagine
because he's
if
her dad.
Oliver, like, why would Malcolm do that to Oliver by giving Darhk his son when Oliver's done so hard? I understand that Thea is obviously his sister as well,
Yeah.
but to protect Malcolm's daughter, Oliver has been working his hardest off. And not only
That's true.
Oliver, but Diggle's done the same, Felicity's done the same. They've done their hardest to protect Thea. So now, Malcolm, why are you going and turning your back on Oliver just because he took the League of Assassins off you?
Yeah, he
Like-
could have
Yeah.
killed him. He left him alive.
Should have killed you.
Well,
Malcolm's a
listen.
joke. He can
Obviously,
die now.
Malcolm.
Unless,
listen,
like I said, unless
listen,
he
obviously,
He can die now.
Obviously, Malcolm values the League of Assassins more than anything else, and Oliver took that away from him. So now he's hell bent on taking everything away from
Oh
Oliver.
my God, maybe he's trying to get control
Last-
of Hive now because Legends is done. Who just said that? Martin Savich, Legend.
Okay.
Good shout out. Maybe he's trying to take control of Hive because he lost the League of Assassins.
Ooh.
That's a very good point.
And so
That's a good
Malcolm's going to be like,
point.
oh
Guys,
yeah, Dark,
let us-
Dark, Dark.
let us-
Boom, you're dead.
He's
Hive's
crazy
mine.
enough.
Let us know what you think. Is that a possibility? Thank you guys for tuning in with us. Be sure to let us know what you think using the hashtag #AfterShow all week long. We will tweet back at you. Yes, let us know if you know where you think Samantha is too. Is she dead? Is she alive? What's going on?
All William's mother has gone away for a while.
Tune in next week, guys. Thank you so much for joining us. We'll see you next week when things really start to heat up. Have a great week.
Bye, guys.
Bye, guys.